Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. In the last part, we made our way here to the Shadow Pokemon Lab, and we had to deal with these sextuplets. They're color-coded for our convenience. They each had a Shadow Pokemon, and I caught all of them. All of them. Anyway, in this episode, we will be exploring the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Oh, right. I forgot. You can actually examine the truck. If you do that, it says, it's the truck used by the gang that abducted Professor Krane. You know, very observant kid, Michael. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's anything outside. I've never seen anything. Anyway, time to explore the Shadow Pokemon Lab. There is nothing in that room. There. Ooh. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. Cypher Peon Corna. She's got a Duskull and a Skitty. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. I want one. One of each. I'll take them both. I have a snag machine. No, but neither of them are Shadow Pokemon. In that case, I'm gonna cut out this battle while I kick your ass, lady. Oh my, I'm not supposed to lose to you. And she's just gone. I wonder how she did that. Is Cypher actually a bunch of ninjas? Anyway, I'm just gonna heal up because I took a smidge of damage, and a smidge is never a good amount of damage to take. Or to keep on ya. Whatever works. Anyway, let's keep exploring. Let's see. Can we go this way? It doesn't appear to open from this side. We cannot go this way. Let's try left. Because why not? Left is a neat direction. Grumble. XD001's failure is going to send our plans right off the rails. Sigh. I wish we'd finish up with this research and get out of this dank underground warren. Whoa, who are you? Where'd you get in from? Well, I just used the front door. Cypher R&D Ticket. Flampearl and Corphish. Or is it Corphish? I think it's Corphish, because PH usually makes a sh sound. Or f. I don't know. I'm not good at English. It's not English. It's not like it's my first and only language that I learned how to speak or something. Now, I don't know if this guy is a Shadow Pokemon, but I'll let you know if he does. What I do know is that Clampearl is nearly KO'd. But the Corphish is not. Oh, yeah, one thing I keep forgetting to mention is that I love me this battle theme. It is a very, very interesting battle theme. And I think we're gonna hear it a lot because it's always plays when you're facing Cypher Peons, I think. Or maybe it's just the regular battle theme, I don't remember. I think it's just Cypher though. Zubat, yeah, he doesn't have any Shadow Pokemon. Okay, moving on. Oh, although fun thing about Zubat is that as a kid, I didn't realize that it was that the U was making a ooh sound, so I thought it was Zubat. Yeah, very stupid kid. Although I am dyslexic, so I'm gonna just use that as my excuse. Although what I've read about dyslexia is that it's less about well, it still translates to trouble reading, but a bit differently than the usual just seeing things backwards sort of argument thing, or not argument, sort of thing description. Why? What did I do to deserve this? When you're dyslexic, you usually tend to memorize the words you're reading, and that's why you have a tough time learning new words. Oh, this is bad news. I've got to alert Lavrina about the security breach. Okay, bye, dude. But yeah, dyslexia, I think that usually translates into people memorizing every word they read and then they have a tough time sounding out new words because they usually just don't sound out words. This store is locked. It appears to need an ID card. Well, then we're just gonna have to go in our third and final direction and find one. Man, I thought that was neat about dyslexia. No running in the hall! Oh, this is Cypher Peon Javion. Or should I say Ninja? Cypher Ninja Javion. So, you know, because she was clinging to the roof. Yeah, I don't know if she has a shadow Pokemon either. We will find out. But until then, I'm just gonna cut ahead. See you guys in a smidge. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll just run away. Oh, but she's crying. Now I kind of feel bad. Yeah, but she obviously didn't have any shadow Pokemon. I think I cut away right after it revealed that she only had 2 Pokemon on her, and they were the 2 non-shadow Pokemon she sent out. Let's see, let's go ahead and heal up Bearpun once more. Potions. Potions are very handy to have around. Otherwise, you just have to keep going back and forth. And while that is a perfectly viable way to go through the game, it's very slow. When are they finally going to get that guy to spill the beans about that purification research? He might be the authority on purification, but if he won't talk, our work's not going anywhere. Ah! What are you doing there? Messick! Very weird names here in this region. Ooh! Anorith and Lilip. That's an interesting, I was gonna say world building, but I don't think that counts as world building. Interesting combination of Pokemon he has. Oh, right, one thing I keep forgetting to bring up that I wanted to is that I just love the way Mareep uses Thunder Shock. I'm gonna relearn Thunder Wave. Yay! Now I can just paralyze Pokemon whenever I want. Anyway, Mareep just, looks like it's pumping itself up, and then it shocks them, and it's adorable, and I love it. And then Lilip is actually a very interesting Pokemon. I don't think we're going to get to use one in this game, but its type combination, grass and rock, has a surprising number of resistances. So its weaknesses are actually some of the more uncommon ones for its type combination, like it's weak to steel, ice, and fighting. Although being weak to fighting is actually not a very good thing. Fighting is a very common and powerful type. Oh hey, that was actually useful for once. Normally ground-type Pokemon learn moves like Mud Sport. I don't know why I didn't just cut this battle out. You know what, I just had things I wanted to talk about during it. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. I do like Anorith, it's adorable. Alright, that's Metal Claw, I guess, and Shadow Blitz. Ooh. Why am I doing like that? It's not a ghost type move. Lick is, though. Although I remember back in the days of the Pokemon's first generation when Lick was the only ghost type move. Oh, those were horrible days. Ghost was a horrible type back then. Like, the only thing that made Gengar viable was that it learned other moves. Oh my gosh! That shook me up! All I want to do is work on my research. Don't disturb me, please. Well, you know what that means. We have to leave him alone. It's in the Geneva Convention. If they say please, you have to do what they asked. Otherwise, you'll be a massive dick. Oh, who's wandering around here? Cypher Peon Nexier! Yeah, and I do believe she's going to have a Shadow Pokemon, so if she doesn't, I'll have to cut this out, but I'm pretty sure she does. She does have a Shuppet. I love Shuppet, but I don't like its evolved form Bayonet. But I can't really use just Shuppet, because that's just weird. Or I guess it doesn't really work out well. I don't know what the words I'm looking for are, but the point is, I like Shuppet, I don't like Bayonet. That's my point. And it is a very good and valid point that was totally relevant and adds a lot to the conversation. Oh, it's just so cute! Well, that isn't to say Bayonet isn't an interesting Pokemon. It gets a massive attack stat, and that is always good. Alright, one more Shadow Blitz ought to do it. Ah, Odor Sleuth. So Odor Sleuth and another move similar to it called Foresight. They are both interesting. They do the exact same thing pretty much. The text describes it as identifying your opponent, but what it really does is it makes it where moves that normally would have no effect are actually able to work on that Pokemon. And it also reduces any evasion boosts you might have gotten. Oh hey, it's a Spinarak. Neat. And thanks to my expert battling, that is both expert and awesome, it's her last Pokemon. So I'm gonna have Bearpun lick it, and I'm gonna Thunder Wave it. Yeah, and you'll notice it's actually a lot lower level than the other Shadow Pokemon were, the ones used by the Sextuplets outside. But it is fast. I didn't think Spinarak was that fast. Maybe I just need to learn a lot more about Pokemon. Oh, well, I just wasted Mareep's turn. Okay. So, since Bearpun's most likely getting... Well, actually, Bearpun's going to be a bit faster. I don't want to deal too much damage, so I'm going to stick to Lick. And let's go ahead and try a Pokeball. Spinarak should be an easy catch. It was an easy catch. Woo! Cypher Peon Nexier. Oh, I shouldn't have come out. Well, I don't know. Lady, it's always best to come out of the closet. The sooner you do it, the better. Alright. Yeah, and since they can drop down from the walls, I'm going to go ahead and heal up. Let's see. Super Potion. Because I don't want to have to just trek all the way back. Oh, right, I should go over Spinarak, too. So, Spinarak. Spinarak is a bug and poison type, and it's usually available like one of those early game bug types. Although its counterpart is Ladybot, and just like Ladybot, it has a bit more usefulness than your usual early game bug type. In Spinarak's case, it'll evolve into Ariados at about level 22-ish. I don't think it excels in any one particular stat, but it does get a few good, interesting moves. It'll learn one called Spider Web that keeps your opponent from switching out. I believe it's called Spider Web. Maybe it's Sticky Web's the... You know what? I'm gonna stop rambling. But what I do know is that Spinarak or Ariados is usable, but it's still pretty weak. And its ability, I do believe it gets Swarm. It's probably not going to help it out too much. It will learn, I do believe it does know Signal Beam right off the bat, and Swarm will boost the power of that. But otherwise, Ariados is pretty weak overall. But if you would like me to use that Spinarak long term, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have a good nickname idea for it too, that would be great. Because I am realizing I do not have good nickname ideas for all of these critters. But I'll think of something. Speaking of thinking of something, I think I am going to swap Bearpun around. Now, let's keep Bearpun out for now. I don't know, I'm paranoid about keeping my Pokemon's levels pretty even. Please, Professor Krane, when will you tell me about your purification study? I do so want to know. That will let me power up my XD001. I so made it myself. Don't you think that would be fabulous? You've got to be joking! I would never cooperate with people like you. Oh, but why? I so don't get it. Why would you refuse an offer so wonderful as this? I don't care how often you repeat yourself. I have no intention of helping your shadow Pokemon plan. Artificially slamming shut the hearts of Pokemon. It's inexcusable. Put a stop to it immediately. Oh, you are so mean and closed-minded. You won't even try to understand how marvelous it is to help my XD001. Naps! Yes, Sister Lovrina. This is all so your fault. Professor Krane is oh so cross because you were so rude when you invited him here. You can't be serious. Listen to the man already. He's been saying all along that he won't help our shadow Pokemon plan. I can't hear you. The plan is perfect. XD001's condition was off by just a little tiny bit. Being off by just a little tiny bit is enough to make it drop a ship? And would you look at the uproar? Naps! Oh, that was a weird naps. It's so all your fault what happened. Every teeny little bit. So, you do something about it. Yeah, she seems rather lovely. Naps, was it? You have my sympathy. What a nightmare it must be to have someone like her as your boss. Oh, you put a lid on it! When it comes right down to it, it's so all your fault. Come on, help us with XD001. First, we need to talk. I'll teach you why it's such a bad mistake to create shadow Pokemon. And then Professor Krane delves into a long-winded discussion about why shadow Pokemon are bad and horrible and awful and the worst thing ever, and I wasn't actually in a battle, so I don't need to heal. Did you come here knowing that this is Cypher's lab? It doesn't matter now. Since you know that we're here, we're not about to let you go free. Sorry, I wanted to give the Cypher peons a insulting voice, because I have no respect for them. I like their outfits, though. Ooh, Ralts, gimme! And Voltorb! Well, either way, even if they're not Shadow Pokemon, they don't stand a chance against my bear puns! Alright, well, I'm gonna cut ahead to when these things are down, so I'll see you guys then. Ooh! A Shadow Pokemon! And it's a Numel! I want gimme! Gimme. Yeah, I swapped out Mareep for Tenebrae, because, oh wait, what am I doing? Mareep went into reverse mode, but I believe its heart gauge is completely, empty. So rather than wasting a turn calling it, I just swapped it out. Yeah, and this guy has a Bagon. Yeah, see what I mean about them just not caring about what Pokemon they give trainers, because they can use literally any of the nearly 400 that were around at the time? Almost any, anyway. They don't usually use a lot of legendaries. Ah! Alright, let's continue to lick Zinamo, because it is half ground, so it'll be immune to Thunder Wave. Ah! Bagon's down! Lick it, Bear Pun! Lick it! I just love the way Numel reacts to things. Like, it seems to just go all overreacting and then just stops. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try throwing a Premier Ball because I want to use Numel long term. I was initially planning on a different Fire-type Pokemon, but Numel grew on me when I was working on its stat sheet. Hopefully I can get it with this Premier Ball, because it's half of the Premier Balls I have at the moment. Woo! We got a Numel! it's very numb. It was the inspiration for the Linkin Park song, Numb. Calm down, please, and then leave quietly. Ooh. Mareep can now be purified, but more importantly than that, let's talk about Numel. So Numel is a fire and ground type Pokemon. Its type combination is very interesting. Although I don't think it has the stats to use both of its same type attack bonus moves equally well, since fire is special and ground is physical, but it does give Numel a lot of options for ways to hurt the opponent. It can use fire moves, ground moves, the whole shebang. I think it'll also get access to both, I don't know if it learns Heat Wave, but it will learn Earthquake, so it's going to be very useful at hitting all of the enemy Pokemon, although you have to be careful because Earthquake also hits its partner Pokemon. The biggest downside to using Numel, though, is that its type combination leaves it with a quadruple weakness to water-type moves, and then beyond that, fire and ground don't really have a lot of synergy. Not really, the only ways they help each other out is that fire resists the ice-type moves that ground is weak to. Anyway, I think at about level 33-ish, it'll evolve into Camerupt, where it just gets a lot bigger and more adorable, and I think it gets a bit bulkier, and it can hit a little bit harder, you know, just the whole shebang. Its ability is kind of not very good, though. It gets Oblivious, which means it can't be affected by the Attract condition. Yeah, not the most useful thing in the world, but it's not completely useless either, so I'll take it. Anyway, I'm gonna go... I'm gonna head on back to purify Mareep, and then I'll swap the Numel into my party, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys back here when that's all taken care of. Alright, we are back. My Mareep is now purified, and since it gained a few levels, it evolved into a Flaffy. Ooh, Modest, that's a good nature for it. Anyway, and I decided to name it Felicity. Yeah, I'm basically just stealing that from Team 4-Star when they caught a Flaffy. Anyway, we have Numel here. I swapped out the Houndour for it. Numel is holding an item. It's holding a Charcoal. So the Charcoal, what that does is it boosts the power of your fire-type moves when you're holding it. So it's a very handy item to have. So even if you don't plan on using Numel, put it in your party for a little bit to take that Charcoal away from it. You know, fun stuff like that. Anyway, let us keep going through Cypher. Alright, what's up here? What is up here? Oh, hey, look, it's a healing thingy. Hold it. If you want to pop open that chest, you'll have to beat me first. I just realized the way I was talking makes him sound a little bit like Rex Raptor from Little Grebo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That isn't what I was going for. I was going for the dude from Cyanide and Happiness who thought he was a trigendered Pyrofox. Anyway, I'll clear through this battle, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So, yeah. Take whatever you want, but please, leave me alone. Yeah, unfortunately, Numel fainted in the battle. I feel horrible about it. Ugh. But, Numel should prove to be useful as it gains more levels. Although, that just had me realizing that the 3 Pokemon that I have in my party that I intend to use in the long term, basically Flaffy, Numel, and Umbreon, all 3 of them are actually quite slow. And I don't know why. Or, well, I do know why, but I just happened to pick out slow Pokemon. Huh? Well, if it isn't a tiny little intruder. Crink? Oh god, these people have horrible names. Snowrunt and Barboach. I want a Snowrunt. Yeah, now that I think about it, I have never tried to use Barboach. Neat. Weird, but neat. Okay, and yeah, Nummel definitely is... Oh, well, you know what? Nummel's not staying out, but you don't need to know about that, because I'm just going to cut this battle out. He doesn't have any Shadow Pokemon anyway, so I'll see you guys in a smidge. There's nothing cute about you, rat. Yeah, nothing cute about me at all, except that I'm the most adorable thing here. Not really, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Woo! Oh yeah, and these Pokeball-shaped or colored treasure chests, they actually are called item balls, because they're based on the Pokeballs you find in the Game Boy Advance games and other games. This is no place for a child to be sightseeing! Yeah, that's just a scientist. Cypher R&D Morbit. It's like Norbit. Morbit. Morbit. A little bit morbid, but whatever. We are going to take out that Lotad, because it might know a Water-type move. Ooh, yay, we got Dig back. Anyway, I doubt it knows a Water-type move at this level, but you never know. Lotad is an interesting Pokemon. I don't think we'll get to use one in this playthrough, but grass and water is a very neat type combination. I'm glad I double-teamed there, because that Staryu would have been very problematic. Although I doubt Numble is going to one-hit KO it, so this is going to be bad. Jeez, I wanted to use Numble, and then all I run into are water types. Like, I get it's common, but still. You know what? I'm just going to... Felicity will take care of you, Staryu. Although, I just realized there's actually a Flaffy in Pokemon Colosseum, and you get it about level 30, so you pretty much get an Ampharos right after purifying the Flaffy. Well, almost. It has to gain 1 level. So maybe I should swap Felicity out for a different electric type. There are a few other choices that I can go with. And for now, I think I'll just stick with it. Stick with Flaffy, because I do like the Flaffy. Sorry, Felicity. She's very fleecy. Yeah, but as always, if you actually have a good nickname idea for any Pokemon, do let me know. I'm open for suggestions at any point in time. I do not mind changing their names very frequently. I wish that Staryu was a shadow Pokemon. I love Staryu! Woo! Felicity is over-leveled. Oh, this is no place for battles, too. Alright, we kicked his arse. Letting in a child like this unchallenged. What is wrong with Cypher's security? I don't know, dude, but you should probably rethink your moral values for working for them, because you are a horrible person and I hate you. Hello, little boy. Have you lost your way? I don't need a stupid crib snatcher trying to flirt with me. That's just horrible. Not to a nincada. Interesting. They don't held a candle to my Nummel and Tenebrae. Anyway, I'll just cut ahead unless he has a shadow Pokemon, in which case I'm gonna show you guys me brutally capturing that. But for now, I'll just cut ahead. How dare you? I mean, really? Alright, let's keep going. Woo! An ether! Or ether. Ether? 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 Ether. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. I think we're gonna have 2 battles in a row up ahead. We're all healed up. We're good to go. Let's do this! Have you heard? Prototype XD001's final adjustments are behind schedule at headquarters. If they can get Krane to give up details about his purification study, all XD001's problems should be solved in one fell swoop. I think so too, but he sounds quite obstinate and tight-lipped about the whole thing. I've heard Lovarina's getting incensed over this. Incensed? That's a weird word. What? A kid in the lab? Hold still so we can catch you, kid! And they're gonna do that by sending their Pokemon out at me? Rude. Very rude. Swablu and why not? Yeah, you have to be very careful around why not. Just like its evolved form Wobbuffet, it probably, emphasis on probably, can only use moves like Counter and Mirror Coat to reflect damage back, and that's not good. But what makes Wynot and Wobbuffet both very equally dangerous is that they both have an ability called Shadow Tag. And what that does is it prevents your opponent from being able to swap their Pokemon out. It works on every Pokemon, unlike an ability called Arena Trap, which only works on those that aren't flying. Oh no, I didn't get it. Oh good, it only used Safeguard. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Wynot and Wobbuffet are both extremely dangerous because you can't swap out against them, and they can, with the right combination of moves, or if your opponent can just predict what you're going to do, they can outmaneuver you and easily KO one of your Pokemon, no problem. In fact, Wobbuffet actually got banned in this generation and the next generation in a more competitive battling sense, because if you sent out two Wobbuffets holding leftovers against each other, the battle would be effectively unwinnable, since neither Wobbuffet would be able to KO the other. I'm gonna go ahead and swap Numble out, and you know what? Since this guy doesn't have any Shadow Pokemon, I think I will cut ahead, so see you guys in a little bit. Beaten by a kid? And I think his name was L-Lock, or L-Rock. I'm busy. I'll let you go today, so go home without any fuss, okay? I'm not good at battling, but now's not the time to be telling you that. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. The cats decided to be assholes, like they always do. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and swap Numble out for Felicity, and let's get to working on that Dustox. Anyway, I'll go ahead and cut ahead to the end of this battle too. I don't know if he has a Shadow Pokemon, but if he does, you'll be the second to know, because first I gotta know. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Nope. I'm no good at battling. I'll pretend that I never saw you. Scram already! Alright, well first I want to open this. Great ball! Although I should have been careful about opening that. There could have been a guy to ambush me right when I did that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head back and heal. So that way the annoying poison thing is. But wait, why am I telling you all that? I was also planning on cutting the episode off right here. Yeah, I think that's good. It's tough for me to tell exactly the amount of time that's gonna take up, since, you know, lots of cutting. But I think I got enough content in here where most of the, well, I think we're about halfway through the Shadow Pokemon Lab. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and call that an episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.